Welcome to RG News. Today we're taking a deep dive into the top AI and IT news stories of July 3, 2025. The way AI and IT are evolving, it's so fast. Staying informed feels like a full-time job sometimes, right? But it's also incredibly exciting. And what we're looking at today, these aren't just random news blips. Think of them more like powerful snapshots. Yeah, snapshots showing AI moving from like abstract ideas to stuff that's actually happening in the real world, our mission, to give you the clearest takeaways.
Absolutely. And think of this deep dive as, well, your shortcut. We're connecting the dots on the big forces shaping things right now. You've got superhuman AI popping up in specific fields. You've got the kind of chaotic situation with AI rules and governance, bold team-ups between humans and machines, and even new geopolitical plays. Basically, we want to give you the keys to see what might be coming next.
Okay, let's jump right in. Because this first story, honestly, it's a bit of a shocker. An AI just blew past human doctors in diagnoses. We're talking revolution in diagnosis. Microsoft's AI surpasses doctors, and by a long shot. What's the actual breakthrough here?
Well, get this. Microsoft's system, it's called MAIDXO, diagnosed really complex medical cases with 85.5% accuracy. Now compare that to experienced human doctors. They were at 20%.
20%.
Yeah. So the AI was more than 4 times better. And on top of that, it was 20% cheaper in the tests they ran. The secret sauce seems to be this orchestrator architecture. Imagine, like a conductor leading a virtual team of specialized AIs. Each AI is a specialist, right? And they work together to crack the case. It's really important to stress this isn't about replacing doctors, not at all. It's about seriously boosting their abilities, making top-tier diagnostics maybe more available, cheaper. It really could change healthcare efficiency.
Okay, that's huge for healthcare. But, when AI takes these massive leaps, the world, well, it reacts. How's the whole regulatory side looking? Let's talk AI regulatory war. U.S. Senate liberates states, tech holds its breath.
Yeah, this definitely sent some tremors through Silicon Valley. The U.S. Senate basically voted overwhelmingly, it was 99-1, against a proposed ban. This ban would have stopped states from making their own AI laws for 10 years. So hopes for one single federal AI law pretty much shattered for now.
So what happens instead? Just chaos.
Well, maybe controlled chaos. You're looking at a patchwork situation, different states making their own rules. Now, for the big tech companies, that means higher costs to comply everywhere, could slow things down. But on the flip side, it allows for, different experiments. States can try various approaches to regulation, could lead to innovation, could lead to a mess. It's a big bet on letting states figure it out.
A regulatory patchwork. It's complicated. Okay, shifting gears a bit. If regulation is getting messy, what about AI tackling something like online truth? Is AI becoming the fact checker? X seems to think so. This is X deploys AI community notes. Dawn of automated moderation or twilight of trust. What's X up to?
Right. So X, formerly Twitter, they've launched a pilot program. They're letting AI chatbots, including their own Grok, actually draft community notes.
The fact-checking things. AI is writing those now.
Drafting them, yeah.
Yeah.
They still need a human to look it over and approve it. That part's key. The idea is to speed up fact-checking, get counter-info out faster and wider, which sounds good, right? But there are risks. AI can hallucinate, just make stuff up. And can the human reviewers keep up if the AI generates tons of notes? It really raises big questions about trust, about potential bias in the AI. It's a bold move. We'll see how it plays out.
AI fact-checkers. Definitely one to watch. Okay, from content moderation, let's talk productivity. AI keeps finding new ways into our work lives. What's the next step in changing how we work?
This one's fascinating. Grammarly acquires Superhuman. The race for the ultimate productivity agent is on.
Grammarly and Superhuman. Interesting combo.
Yeah. So Grammarly, everyone knows them for writing help. They bought Superhuman, the fancy email app, their big vision, to turn your email inbox into an AI command center. They're talking about agentic AI. Think less like a tool you command and more like a proactive assistant.
Like, it does stuff for you without asking.
Exactly. Sorting your emails, planning meetings, doing research for you, even drafting replies in your style, autonomously. They're promising something like a 10-fold boost in productivity because you'll have multiple AI agents working together behind the scenes. It's moving AI from just being a feature to being like the conductor of your entire workflow.
Okay, and AI sorting my inbox sounds amazing. While these big companies are making moves, are there new players emerging? Maybe with a different angle. What about this Morocco story? Morocco's Gamble, a strategic partnership to become Africa's ethical AI hub. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Morocco just signed a major partnership with this global initiative called Current AI. and it's got significant government backing, announced at their first big national AI summit. They're positioning themselves to be like a foundational hub for ethical AI development, specifically in Africa. The focus is really on AI sovereignty, on making sure AI works with local languages. They mentioned Darija and Amazigh for things like virtual tutoring and applying it to sectors like renewable energy. It's being framed as a kind of third way in global AI governance, not just following the US or China model, focusing on ethics and local needs from the start.
A third way for AI, centered on ethics and local context. That's a powerful idea.
Yeah.
Okay, from national strategies, let's look at another practical application. Weather forecasting. Weather reimagined. ECMWFs AI ensemble model goes operational. Sounds like better forecasts are here.
Pretty much. The European Center for Medium-Range Weather Forecasts, ECMWF, they've officially switched on their AI-based forecasting system. It's called AIFS ENS. And the specs are just, well, they're impressive. It's apparently 10 times faster than the traditional physics-based models.
6 times faster. Yeah.
And get this, 1,000 times more energy efficient. Plus, it's actually outperforming the old models by up to 20% on some key metrics. The big impact here, besides better forecasts, is cost. It drastically cuts down the computing power needed. That could, democratize access to really high-quality weather predictions globally. Huge for planning, for safety.
Wow, faster, greener, and better weather forecasts. That's a win-win-win. Okay, so if AI can predict the weather, can it finally tackle the mess that is our medical records? Help doctors make sense of it all, especially in emergencies. Decoding the medical record. UCLA's Pseudonotes AI opens the health data black box. What are pseudonotes?
This is actually a really clever solution to a big problem. You know how electronic health records often have data in tables? Rows and columns of numbers, codes.
Yeah, not exactly easy reading for a human, let alone an AI sometimes.
Exactly. So researchers at UCLA developed this AI model called ME. What it does is convert that complex tabular data into short textual phrases, pseudonotes. These pseudonotes are designed so that large language models, the powerful LLMs everyone talks about, can actually understand them. It acts like a bridge. So now, these general-purpose LLMs can analyze patient histories much more effectively. This could be massive for improving decisions, especially in critical situations like the ER, by unlocking data that was kind of stuck before.
A translation layer for medical data. Makes total sense. Okay, so AI is getting better at complex tasks from medicine to weather. Is it also creating like a premium tier for users who want the absolute cutting edge? The $200 club. Perplexity launches Max offer, confirming a new market for high-end AI.
Yeah.
People are paying that much.
Apparently so. Perplexity, the AI search engine company, just launched Perplexity Max. It's a new subscription tier, and yeah, it's $200 a month or $2,000 a year.
Wow. What do you get for that?
You get unlimited access to their more advanced features like Perplexity Labs, priority access to the absolute top-tier AI models. They mention OpenAI's O3 Pro, Claude Opus 4, and early access to stuff they're developing like their future AI-native web browser called Comet. What this really does is confirm there's a real lucrative market for AI power users, people willing to pay a premium for the best performance and newest features. It definitely signals a kind of two-speed ecosystem emerging for advanced AI.
A two-speed AI world. Interesting. Okay, we've covered healthcare, regulation, productivity, ethics, weather, data analysis, premium services. What about AI getting physical? Like really physical. Robots playing sports. Robotic Football World Cup in Beijing. China demonstrates its mastery of embodied AI. This sounds fun.
It probably looked pretty fun, yeah. Beijing hosted the first fully autonomous 3-on-3 humanoid robot football championship. Think of it as a test run for the World Humanoid Robot Games planned for 2025. Tsinghua University's Team won 5-3. All the teams use the same standardized robot, the Booster T1, which costs around $34,000.
So were they any good? Like messy-level robots?
Let's just say not quite messy level yet. Reports mention some pretty humorous falls and limitations. I think maybe the skill level of a 5 or 6-year-old kid.
Oh, okay.
Even with the clumsy moments, it was actually a really important showcase. It shows the rapid progress being made in embodied AI, getting AI to control physical bodies in complex, dynamic situations. Because the robots were standardized, it was really a test of the software, the AI brains controlling them. It highlights China's push in robotics and embodied intelligence.
Yeah, it's not just about the funny falls. It's about the underlying progress. Okay, one last stop. We've seen cutting-edge research and big platform plays. What about the AI that's already working, maybe less glamorously, inside businesses right now? Innovation Spotlight. AI Breakthrough Awards crown gems in finance and IT. What gems did they find?
Yeah, these awards, the 8th Annual AI Breakthrough Awards, they often highlight really practical, valuable enterprise AI. So, for example, HGS was recognized for a system using behavioral AI, it's called their psychometric risk state prediction model, to proactively spot potential financial crime before it happens.
Okay, predicting crime. That's useful.
Definitely. And another winner, Ensono, got awarded for their predictive engine, which forecasts IT outages, letting companies fix problems before they bring systems down. What these awards show is the growing value of highly specialized AI models. It's not always about the giant LLMs. Sometimes it's these focused AIs that help businesses move from just reacting to problems to actually preventing them. That's huge for efficiency and reliability.
Moving from reactive to proactive.
Yeah.
That seems to be a big theme.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our 10 stories. Wow. So what's the big picture here? What does all this news tell us about where AI is heading, you think?
Well, pulling it all together, a few key trends really jump out, don't they? First, there's this constant push-pull, this imperative for human-AI collaboration. We saw it in medicine and productivity tools,
Yeah.
AI augmenting us, making us better. Second, yeah, the regulatory side is messy. That fragmentation of AI governance, especially seeing the U.S. Senate decision, that seems inevitable now. It's going to be complex globally. Third, that shift towards agentic AI, the orchestrated systems like Grammarly's Vision or even Microsoft's diagnostic tool, AI managing other AIs for complex tasks, that feels like a major next step beyond just simple chatbots. And maybe fourth, just the sheer pace of progress, even in areas like robotics that seem clunky now. The robot football shows it. These are all, creative tensions shaping what's next.
Creative tensions. I like
Yeah.
that. These signals we're seeing today, they really are the waves of tomorrow, aren't they? And for you listening, staying informed, connecting these dots, it's not just interesting, it feels like a strategic necessity now. Join us tomorrow on RG News for the previous day's AI news. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell.